Actually, we back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay.
For real, huh?
All right. We came back. We got the questions. We all set.
Mhm.
Alrighty. So, my boy was nicknamed El Chapo because he was 5'6". My boy stopped growing at the ripe age of 16, bro.
Chapo. Like honestly, like now that I hear it, and then like coming from like Spanish descent and all that, Chaparro. That's why it makes sense. Chapo.
Yeah.
You know, that was his nickname because bro was.
My boy was a little midget, bro.
God.
He was one of us short kings,
He,
bro.
he was trapping though.
He took the wrong route, bro.
He ain't drinking enough milk.
Oh my god. Hey Poe, you haven't said anything in a nice long time. That's what you're gonna be known for, bro. All right. So when he found La Sinaloa, right?
Sinaloa.
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 When he
Sinaloa cartel.
when he found the Sinaloa cartel, he joined it in 1989. So you feel me? And over time, like whenever he like started gaining, because he climbed the ranks quick because of how intelligent he was, and the higher ups saw that.
Yeah.
It said on the paper that it was originally what you would call it? It was originally the Guadalajara cartel that split into two factions after the leader got caught up.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. And then...
So they used to be like just one big thing, and then they split.
Yeah, with the Guadalajara, right? And then they split up, and then since like Chapo was already working with the leader, right?
Uh-huh.
After they split up, that half the faction, the Sinaloa of the
Oh yeah.
Pacific
I think
Coast.
I know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
So half of them went with the original leader, and then the other half had went with Chapo. So I guess you know how just like you said, he was moving up in the ranks real quick.
Yeah.
So he had like his he had them people like his ride or dies, bro.
Oh,
He had his people and his connections. So when they split, they went with him, and then they ended up making this big cartel until they finally
Sinaloa.
overpowered the
Sinaloa, bro.
until they
yeah.
finally overpowered the Guadalajara cartel.
Yeah, but he could. But think of it, bro. He did that with the little schooling that he had because he didn't finish school. It says here right here. It said he didn't finish school in his background, so he took his father's steps growing marijuana for like a little bit of cash to get to.
Yeah, it
come
says
up.
right here he was semi-illiterate and he didn't have formal education beyond 3rd grade.
Yeah, he did exactly. He didn't even finish school. So for somebody who didn't finish school to have all that knowledge and to be able to do that kind of stuff,
Finished school, bro. Didn't even make it past elementary.
he didn't even make it to middle school, bro.
It's kind
And
of
he
crazy, man.
and he did.
And he
bruh.
moved the way he moved and did the damage that
Oh
he did,
God. Like he's making the government question themselves, bro.
Yeah.
And he didn't even finish school.
bro. The government has this freaking high ass education, and then bro has his like a
Oh,
3rd grade education
literally.
over here making big money moves, man.
Bruh, he making millions while people out here with bachelor's degree out here making what $5 on McDonald's, bro.
It ain't work like that, but I like the spirit, man.
Just say, bro.
He's a little confused, but he got the spirit.
I had the right mindset, bro.
Yeah, bro was notorious, man.
Oh God, it says
Notorious for killing, man.
For real, it says right here. Throughout the late 1970s and early 1980s, the Mexican drug traffickers were also middlemen for the Colombian trafficking groups. So like he had his people, but they were like also working with the people like the Colombians.
Yeah, cause the thing is with the Colombians is like not the originators of cocaine, but their product was like
They're-
quality
They
cocaine.
had the
They had
purest
quality.
stuff that
Yep.
came. It was probably from the Colombians.
Yep. And then he ended up
The
having
white stuff.
he-
the snow powder, bro.
That
Yeah,
booger sugar.
That's a
Because they helped transport the cocaine. It says they helped transport cocaine through the U.S.-Mexican border. So
Yeah,
the
it says-
Colombians would
yeah.
help them out.
Yeah, Colombians. That's like their stuff. Their stuff was cocaine. They had a bunch of the pure
You
cocaine.
said that was when?
It was in the late 1970s and early 1980s.
Yep, says it right here. He began in the 1970s. He began running drugs to major Mexico cities and U.S. border, and he worked with the Guadalajara cartel leader.
Mm-hmm.
And that was before the Guadalajara split up into two factions, and that was when he.
Oh,
took
that was
control.
before all of that. Yeah.
Y'all don't think that's kind of crazy? How first it was like he did it. He pushed it all through Mexico, and then he
Like
said,
by himself, bro.
yeah, by himself and that little group that he had. Or the little people that he started with, and then he said, "Nah, screw that. We pushing through
We
the
gon-
U.S., bro."
we going big, bro.
US, yeah.
Because it says Guzman's leadership of the cartel also brought immense wealth and power. And if Forbes ranks, it like made him, it gave him extreme wealth at like such a young age whenever he first started.
That's like honestly, really, that's really crazy, man. Cause
Like
imagine being that young, or like imagine being our age and having not even thousands, bro, millions, like millions of dollars,
and then Billy.
Like, bro went from hundreds. No, he went from pesos to freaking billions and millions.
U.S. currency.
Oh
God, bro.
When he hit the U.S. currency, bro was balling.
He was gone out here, bro. He could literally buy a mansion at like 16, 17, 18. That was crazy.
Pretty much. Bro. But like back to like his
education. We are not worshiping this drug. We're not. We're just
y'all.
But back to like his education. That's like honestly pretty crazy how he did all this with that much level.
A little bit of education. A little bit of power can go a long ways, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
If you put your mind to it.
Nah.
Oh yeah, cause you guys said he's been kicked out of his house, right? He's been kicked out of his house before.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure when he had the beef with his dad, cause I think he had started selling marijuana with his dad, or he would like help plant it and all that, and then I'm pretty sure he started helping out with like I think he started, I forgot where, but like they had a bunch of parties and stuff, and he would always get like I think it was from his uncles or like the family friends that they had. Yeah. Like he would get close with them, and then he would start asking for more jobs. But the jobs they had was about cocaine. But I guess his dad really didn't like that it was about cocaine, even though it was like, cause for him the marijuana was like,
it was like a big thing for him.
Like for him, marijuana was like something like, oh, it's not like here.
It wasn't
Mexico,
a big thing. It was more
in
small.
Mexico, everyone does it, but like he's like, nah, cocaine is like
it was
too far.
It's
you know,
a little bit higher.
That's too far for me, and then they ended up having that
little beef and
the
squabble.
Back on track.
Back on track.
It says here like in the 1990s to the early 2000s. Violence gets crazy when El Chapo, because he became a big dog, right? So then he started messing around with
Escobar, bro.
The Tijuana cartels got problems with him, and then it even got crazier when he started crossing into the Tijuana cartel and the Gulf cartel territory.
And when you said that was like the 1990s to 2000s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's always like between those cartels, there's always been a bunch of beef with them, Cause it was a bunch of like power and territories. So like they ended up wanting to like they wanted
everything to themselves, right?
Yeah. Cause like when you get so big and you're like, nah, bro, I want everything. But I remember the beef had got like so big that they were just like, nah, we gotta like split it. You can, cause it's always been about
power and money.
Money, and then like pushing cocaine through the cities.
Because cocaine was always the big thing with the cartels. Like, besides, like, trafficking, it was always be drug trafficking.
They always wanted to push drugs through the cities. But the thing was that Chapo was moving up, so he wanted to push to more cities. And those cities were in Tijuana, where he ended up having all those beef. And then there was this one guy, I forgot his name, though. But they ended up saying, no, like, you could have these territories, or you could push cocaine or whatever you want through these territories, but he got these territories over here.
Like,
right?
You get this side, he gets this. You play with this people, you get this people, bro.
And well, I guess at first it was okay, but they were like decent with it, but then he ended up wanting more, so he started, he's like, nah, screw that.
Pushing for it. I want what he have now, right?
Like, I want this, everything.
Once you get to that top dog status, you feel like you could take everything.
Bro, he wanted the whole board, bro. He got tired of playing with the pieces, for real. Yeah. But what happened with that president that he had bribed?
Oh, so okay, it's like a whole big thing. I don't really remember it like exactly, but he was a governor. His name was Enrique Peña Nieto.
That's it.
Yeah, Enrique Peña Nieto. Yeah. So basically, he was a governor, and he wanted to become president, but there was like a bunch of corruption in Mexico at the time with the cartels and all that. Yeah. And I don't remember exactly what he ended up doing, but there was like a bunch of stuff that ended up happening, because there was like other governors in there that were they were corrupt and they were working with the cartels. And I guess I think Peña Nieto was the one who tried to I think stop it, or he like he kept it going. I don't really remember.
Well, I mean, because it says right here, former Mexican President Enrique Peña Nieto accepted $100 million bribe from drug kingpin Juan Guzman, aka El Chapo. A witness has testified, and this was back in 2016.
Yeah. So there's always been like, because I guess, and the thing, like with the whole situation about the governors, or because Mexico's a very corrupt place.
Yeah.
Even now, it's still.
You said
corrupt.
wait. You said 2016.
Yeah.
He received a bribe.
Yeah.
That's crazy because in January 8th, 2016, that was when he was recaptured for like the final time.
Oh, really?
In Los Mochis, Sinaloa. So that he was probably trying to bribe his way out.
Oh, probably. I mean, but this was from the former Mexican president, but he was caught on U.S. soil the last time he was caught, yeah?
Yeah. He was caught on U.S. soil last time. Or the last time he was caught. But yeah, there's always been corruption in Mexico. So basically, I forgot what it was, but because the Mexican government and all that, they always get corrupt because it's always been about power for them. So they'll do whatever they need. Like, even if it's like dealing with drug cartels and stuff,
like even
to gain popularity of the votes, like, because they were like trying to get their way with the cartels,
because if they use like the cartel,
they try to use the cartels to their advantage,
and
so
it's
that
not
people
only that
could
because
vote for them.
like some of the peoples also see the cartels as like heroes and
yeah,
shit,
because they could, because sometimes in certain cities they would build schools for like the more needy or whatever, like that.
Exactly. But yeah, I guess most of the Mexican governments that were there at the time, they were all corrupt, and they were trying to use the cartels to gain popularity and votes. Like they would be like, okay, I'll let you push
Whatever
product you can push your product through these cities here and all that, but your people, your cartel or whatever, they have to vote for me. Okay. They have to vote for me and this and that. And then they ended up trying to get their ways and stuff. I forgot if he was part of it or
Enrique?
Yeah, or he tried to stop it. I don't really remember it too much, but yeah, there was like a bunch of bribes and all that went out. That were going on at the time. There's
Is
just
this Chapo right here, bro?
Yeah, it's Chapo. There's a bunch of corruption at the time.
For everybody that need to see, I don't know.
Chapo and
then Peña Nieto aquí.
All right, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming into a 10-minute intermission. We'll be right back.
Catch y'all. Okay.